Right, Spleen stiller in from yesterday's escapades in the park. I got a different yellow shirt on there. My second one. They're very like weak. You know what I mean? So they're nice for summer. So I'm gonna say yeah, Spleen stiller in, but I did make a mistake last night. Like I said, I've been knackered since Saturday and drained as hell. I drank a bit of this last night, which has affected my liver because of the sugar. I can't shut my hand again, which I was doing alright with it for a couple of days. Right. And then that's obviously making me spleen ache again. So I know that and my legs are hurting again. Back in my leg, which is where the wrinkles were, which I showed a couple of weeks ago on the stream. So the sugar has affected my liver. Spleen was aching yesterday anyway because of what happened in the park. And my legs aching. So the sugar's mucked my liver up a little bit. It's making my leg hurt and it's making the spleen hurt again. And it's making my hand not shut. That's why I tried to be nice to that kiddie a couple of times. He's having loads of sugar, he's doing loads of weed. The weed made me have heart attacks. The sugar has obviously affected my liver. So if you're putting loads of stuff in your body, plus you're taking meds, so you're taking meds, taking weed, and doing loads of sugar, it's going to be detrimental to your body, especially your heart. I did drink a little bit, so my liver was caused a bit from that, and then the sugar on top and whatnot didn't help it. But the heart is definitely a risk factor with weed. Research it. THC is bad for the heart. And I had 2 H's last year, 2 HAs. I'm not saying the word, right? Because of the weed, nothing else. Well, yeah, something scared the shit out of me when I was in here, but the weed is the main culprit. Didn't play my game last night. I was thinking about playing this game. It's a game I don't really want to play, but it's kind of, you need a game that's people are playing. Do you know what I mean? There's other games to play that I might like, but there ain't no one really playing them. When you're limiting the amount of people that you might get on your stream. And I get hardly any now. What have I played on there now? Art Raiders, slightly well-known game. Didn't have anybody on there just when I played that. What else have I played? Minecraft. Only have one on there when I played Minecraft. That's quite a well-known game as well. So the game I was going to play was a bit more well-known, so there's a better chance of maybe seeing somebody on the stream. That's the only reason I do it, giving somebody a chat to. Hello, Ryan. Ryan. I like the name. Ryan. I like it. Got to empty me thing out. Gotta have a drink. Just slept for 5 hours and I was like, oh no, man, I could do with more sleep. I'm still aching from Saturday. My spleen's aching. And then I managed to get back asleep without any substance. No substance to get me asleep the first time. No substance to get me asleep the second time. So I feel like a normal human being. I've had a bit of sleep. Hello, Kobe. How are you? What are you building now? I'm trying to do a jigsaw, but it has been a bit awkward. I did a 1,000 piece last year, but it had loads of writing all over it, so it wasn't that hard. You know what I mean? It was a positivity puzzle. It was quite bright, lots of bright colours, so you could figure out where things were, and it had writing on a lot of it, so it was easy. I'm doing a Ghostbusters one now, which I thought would be easy because it's only a 500 piece, but it's turned into a bit of a nightmare because it's all like one colour green bits and dark green bits, and I'm struggling with the dark green bits especially, and I'm not really focusing that much because I'm in the middle of lack of sleep and body issues, so my fingers won't bend now as well because of me. I drank a bloody Pepsi last night like an idiot. My liver's playing up today, so never mind. I can do it, yeah I will, with the stronger glasses. My hair's man. Trying to grow my hair so I can put my hair back. It's taking ages. It's got about this long now here. I can get a van and get out of this shitty town. That's what I can do. Get out of the way of this fucking demon den. Right, where's me cup? Bunch of narcissists. That should have been in the fridge and it's not. Oh. As soon as we get that jigsaw done, we're not doing anymore. We're getting our workspace back. I've had enough. I think I've got to concentrate on a van, get my rent lower. I don't know how much you would save being in a van, but I know it won't be £950 a month paying for rent. So surely it can't cost much more than 500 or 600 to run a van a month. 400 maybe? Got to drive it around, don't you, I suppose, so I don't know how much fuel is nowadays. How much is people averagely putting in their car per week? I suppose you've got to run a heater. I've seen somebody talk about how much it cost them. I'm not sure if that was a van or a motorhome one. So, right. Woo! Already struggling. Over. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to leave a like if you're here. A little bit of what they call it, act of kindness. I won't make no money from it, don't worry. I accidentally play music on here anyway, sometimes. So I keep getting warnings. So if we ever do make any money, we're not going to make any money because the people with the music are going to make the money. I'm not interested in donations. Thumbs up is brilliant. You know what I mean? At least I know YouTube sees a thumbs up. I would love to know exactly how their algorithm works. What does one thumbs up do? What does two? Is it 1, then 5? Is it 10? Does it move to 20? I've done it on my game stream a couple of times and seen the difference. You get a few more views when you get about 20 likes, but not a lot. I think you go from like maybe 100 views to getting toward 200 views if you're getting 20 likes, if I remember correctly. So, but many thanks for the thumbs up. It's very kind of you. Oh dear, I don't like the light like that. I don't like these lights. I prefer the old is it iridescent light bulbs? Much more healthier for you, those were. Much better for you. I did use them for a bit, and I can't find them anymore now, so can't use them. They might still be about. I don't know where they are now. You just get them in my local shop. Just keep buying the iridescent ones, the ones that are better for you. Maybe you like jigsaws? What's your favourite jigsaw? What's your favourite movie? I'm going to be doing, if I'm doing jigsaws now, I'm going to do movie jigsaws, and I can turn it into like a poster and put it on the wall. That's what I'm doing. I'm not going to stay here though, so I'll do one more movie poster one, like for 500. And then, because it won't be too tedious. I'll get one next time with a bit more colours in it. This one's not. I'm not very tactical with jigsaws yet. Oh. Da-da-da. Oh, that's so close. I'm waiting for a questionnaire to come up. There's nothing's coming up. Tilt it down a bit. Many thanks for that thumbs up. You don't know how rare you are. Oh, that. I reckon that's his belt, but whose belt is it? I reckon that's Bill Murray's belt. So that goes there. somewhere. I'm gonna reckon have somebody else's belt. I reckon that's Dan Aykroyd's belt. That goes something like this. Oh my gosh, I get a bit close. That's got to go down here. That's got to go down here. Doo doo doo. Doo doo doo. That goes there. Take that out. Take that out. Take that out. Got to take these out because we're getting confused. Let's have some tactics. We haven't got any tactics. Let's start getting some tactics. And my feet are burning. That's my liver for sure. And that's come from half a bottle of Pepsi. If you get injured liver and you start doing sugar, you'll notice. And my foot's burning now. My left foot's burning. My fingers won't shut. Again. Ah. That's because of my liver. An injury here, and it goes up and around the back, and the left foot's burning. So I was trying to like say to that kiddie about, you know, his sugar. He's taking quite a bit of sugar in his teas. He's doing the weed. He doesn't do the munchies though, and he's taking tablets. It can affect your liver, affect your heart. The THC can affect your heart. Don't be nice to him. You want to be nasty to me? I won't stop. I will not be nice to you anymore. I will just get myself on my feet. I mean, all I'm trying to do is get my sleep back for 3 years. You know, get off that horrible stuff. That brings you down. It makes you lazy, makes you not want to do things. I won't say it makes you lazy, but it does make it hard for you to do things. Lazy is a strong word. It doesn't makes you not want to do things like work, exercise. Most people don't want to go to work. Imagine 10 times that feeling you don't want to go to work. That's what it kind of does that, you know, because you don't want to do anything. You just kind of sit around and think about doing things, but you don't quite. You've got to kind of push yourself. And since I've been off of it, I'm starting a jigsaw, fix my 3D printer, move my room around, started exercising microly. Stopped the last weekend. I've been so drained. I've been falling asleep. I've been like fuck. I've been drugged. I've been so drained. Put that there. Put that there. Put that there. Yee! Really chuffed I went back to sleep though. Didn't think I was going to go back to sleep. The old me would have had to done 3 doses of that horrible, evil THC to get me back to sleep over the night. The evil THC that gave me 2 hearties, attackies, in the space of weeks. Could be somebody's collar. Maybe not. We've already done their collars. So it isn't somebody's collar. Could be somebody's knee. I don't think it is. I don't know what that is. Oh dear. I've noticed. Now I'm streaming a bit more than I used to, but the views have decreased a little bit. And I found that kind of was the same on the game thing. I got to about 500 subs, and I know it's a decreasement. It was like they were sending you views to keep you entertained. Then you get stuck on the platform. You don't go to Twitch. That's might be random. Might be random. But this is my second channel now that I'm getting to close to 500, and I know it's the same kind of pattern. But on here I do actually get like an influx of 10 viewers, which I'd never got that on the other one. Never got 10 viewers on the other one. I get it over if I stream for 3 hours straight and one stayed, then another one come in and that one stayed, and another one come in and that one stayed. I get to 10 sometimes. But in this one, I get 10 coming at once. There is a slight difference. This is a vlog one, I guess. I'm not sure what section I put it in. And the gaming one is a gaming one. So, and plus this is it called vertical? I'm not sure what you call it. Portrait mode? Mobile phone way? Which a lot of people probably sit there and watch easier than they watch big screen. Could be his knee. No. What's this? No. Well, thanks for the algorithm help. I appreciate your spam. Do not be fooled. This is not live. Are they hiding me? Do you think they got me in one of those like channel sections where they don't want me to be seen, but they're making me feel like I'm being seen? And then I will carry on, and I won't be a problem to wake people up. Do you reckon it's like that? Bit like my gaming channel, I don't get seen on there. They proper hit me on that one. Right, that goes there definitely. That doesn't go there. That doesn't go there. Or it might do. No, it doesn't. No, I was hoping for a bit of luck then. No. Goes here somewhere, but I don't bloody know where. Right, it goes there somewhere. Or then it goes there. And then that one will go in here somewhere. Oh my gosh, why is it so awkward? Ugh. I've got to get the motivation to get a van. We need the motivation, people. Can't be bothered. I've got to get out of this shit all time. Narcissists haven, this place. That could be a bit of a belt. Yeah. No. Nope. Oh my gosh. Could be Bill Murray's belt. Put it there. That's his belt. Whose belt's this? I think that's Bill Murray's belt as well. Maybe it's not. Oh my gosh. One. Shave. Lost too much weight. Try and get some weight back on there. Can't do any press-ups. I've been able to do them for 6 months. Tried to do them yesterday. My shoulder can't do it. I managed to do a couple of light ones like that, but that's less weight on my shoulder. So, a hobby you're most passionate about right now? Anybody? I'm not a hobby. I'm not into anything anymore. I've wasted my energy on doing things that I thought might be productive in some way. We're finishing this jigsaw to get our space back here, and that's me lot. We're gonna do what the rest of them do. I'm not telling you what it is, but we're gonna do what the rest of them do. That one could be a bit of a belt. Don't know. Right, let's try and find this piece. It didn't work. Yeah. Many thanks, CO2. Bit of oxygen, nice one, mate. Bit of pure universal energy going for our system, eh? Please, can I get a piece in? I think these are the yellowy bits. Where do they go? I don't know. Oh, got one. Took ages, didn't it? We won't be on here for long. Can't bother with this anymore. We're doing it, getting rid of it, and then we're getting our space back, and then we're going to think about a van. Don't want to think about a van because there's a lot of work doing the van. I'd rather just buy a motorhome. But my money is tied up and they're never home because I'm being the nice guy and not forcing to sell up the home to get me some money. Is there any point? No, I don't know who they are, mate, sorry. So I've only seen my second jigsaw in a few years. The last one I was trying to do was before my mum died. She wasn't treated very well in the local hospital. Not well at all. So it took me about 3 years to finally get a jigsaw out. Every time I did a jigsaw, I kept thinking about how badly they were treating my mum in that hospital before she died. So it wasn't easy for me to get a jigsaw out. And my first jigsaw was a positivity puzzle as well. Get rid of this Pepsi, man. It's fucked my liver up. Go on then. Very passive, but I think they deserve respect and good treatment in hospital. They've never broke the law since they've been alive. They've always been kind to nature and kind to animals or whatever. I think they should deserve a better treatment in a local hospital than what my mum got. It was disgusting. She's told me to call the police. I don't really have any hobbies, mate. Like I said, I've been busy trying to quit some substance that was brought into my home years ago. That kept me like struggling using it for sleep. It took nearly 3 years trying to get off it. It's only because my mum passed. I used it instead of for sleep. I used it for suffering, and it become a bit more of a glue. Whereas before it wasn't that hard. But with my mum, obviously, I used it a lot because I hadn't seen her for 7 years, and I'd just seen her, and then she was treated so badly in the hospital. I felt like I'd let her down because I went with her, and I'd let her down in the hospital as well. Like, do you know what I mean? So hobbies haven't really been my thing since my mum. Even before that, because I wasn't with my family for 7 years. So I'm trying to do that now, but things seem to go wrong all the time. So I'm kind of forcing myself to do this jigsaw just to get it finished, because I started to move on it the other day. Started getting a couple of pieces. I used to have a hobby of gaming, like FPS competitive, but the games are so bad they've made them like where they're just trying to get money through the kids. So like micro payments everywhere, micro transactions everywhere, and then the parents are giving the kids money to keep them happy. Do you know what I mean? And the game companies are taking all the money. So it's hard to find a really good game. Yeah. I gotta do it. I gotta get it off the desk, off of here. I want my workspace back. I'm trying to get a bit of space in there. I sleep on my sofa and it's been a bit tight in the room. I've moved my desk over there out of the way, so I've got a bit of floor space. I want this off of here now to give me a bit more space, so I feel a little bit more, I've got a bit more space. I literally live in this room, so I could easily slip into a van quite easily, except for a toilet. It's a toilet I use. Where's my milk? So yeah, we'll see, mate. I've tried to do that a few times. On the arms, shoulder's a bit naff. My shoulder's been out since January. Rotator cuff and some tendons. I can't get my arm behind my back. I can get that one behind my back. Can't get that one, that's where it goes, that's it. And I can't like scratch my armpit and scratch my armpit here. So it's like that. I can't, it's kind of seized here and then seized round the back. So can't do much. I got a dumbbell with hardly any weight on it from my right, and it's got a little bit of weight for the left, but I haven't been using them. So I've been so tired this weekend, just so drained, man. Oh my gosh, I felt drugged. Been feeling like I've been drugged for 3 days, where I just got no energy. So we'll get there in the end. We'll get a van. Sleeping wrong, yeah. Insomnia, mate. I use THC to knock me out. And then it became a problem. It gave me major insomnia. So I've been trying to beat that. Get in there. Get in there. Don't do THC, people. It'll give you heart attacks. It'll make you eat sugar, which is a massive inflammatory. It's massively bad for your liver. And I've already got liver problems, so stay away from that crap, people. Yeah, I don't use it, mate. I've been quitting it. I was quitting it 4 years ago. It's only because of my mum. I ended up using it for a few months to bury myself. Go to sleep for 3 months until my mum's funeral. Because I felt I let her down by not saying anything to the police about what happened to the hospital. So I couldn't deal with the guilt. But we're breaking it. We're breaking it. It's a bit like chips. I had chips for most of my life as a meal. I quit chips 2 years ago. I quit smoking. I'm not sure when I quit smoking now. 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago. I'm not sure. Quit drinking 8 or 9 years ago. Quit pork a year and a half ago. Quit chips a year and a half ago. Maybe a year ago that was. I'm not sure. So we can do it. Is that? I'm not really allergic, it's just my liver doesn't like. I try and do some lime water now and again for my kidneys, because I haven't been drinking enough water for a few years and I've been getting loads of pains in my back, which I'm guessing is my kidneys. But the lime affects my liver, so it's a kind of catch-22 on that one, because it is good for your kidneys. So I'm not really allergic to anything. So when I do things, I get cramps because of my liver, basically. When I eat healthy, in a couple of months, I don't really feel too many problems. But you've got to have a bit of sleep, haven't you? You've got to have a bit of sleep to have that little bit more motivation. So that's what our aim is, to get some decent sleep and a regular sleep. You know what I mean? Getting to sleep roughly at the same time, waking up sort of roughly at the same time. That kind of functionality, you know? Yeah. We don't do milk as well. We quit milk 6 years ago. I didn't like what they were doing to the cows. I still eat a bit of meat, don't get me wrong. But I didn't know they were making them pregnant on purpose. I watched the video. I was watching those YouTube videos trying to learn stuff. And I come across a YouTube video. It was a vegan. And he was saying what they did to the cows to make the milk. And I was like, I didn't realise they took the calves away. I didn't realise that, you know. And I was like, what? So I stopped drinking milk. Which wasn't hard, because you got things like Oatly's in soy milks and all this stuff, and almond milk. I didn't like almond milk. Almond milk was probably the one that was better for you, I think. I just couldn't stand it. So I slowly got used to that. I wouldn't say it's healthy, but because I think it's got oils in it. Yeah, I kind of avoided the milk. I think if I had my own farm and I had my own cows or whatever, and I wouldn't take the calf away, you know. But then you're taking the calf's milk, I suppose. I don't know. You know what I mean? I just watched the video once and it just put me off. And I didn't want to eat as much meat, so pork's the main one, is the main culprit for me. Sausages, bacon, gammon steak. There's something else you can get. Oh, pork pies, sausage rolls. So I removed that out of my diet to remove a bit of the meat. I still have some chicken. I have odd steak. Anything else? And I have fish. I think that's the 3 meats I have now. Yeah. Still not perfect. Just means it's a bit something. I have a bit of Celtic salt, mate. What do you want? What salt do you want? Oh. Oh, we got a piece. It was right next to it. It was upside down. Goodbye colour. I've tried. It's got dark green and light green, and the dark greens are horrible. That light's terrible. These unhealthy lights really bad for seeing. Bad for you and bad for trying to see stuff. It's just a shine. It's like, it doesn't really glow. Do you know what I mean? Right, that might give me the position for this one now. That one might not go in there. I'm not sure about that one. can have a look. Holding me spleen all the time. Won't be on for much longer because me data. Hello. Nope. Everyone? It's not exactly where I want to do them. Yeah, I know. They're terrible light. They're very unhealthy for you as well, those lights, these LEDs. Keep changing the colour, but it diminishes its spread. Terrible. There's a bit of yellow in that now. Still got a shine on it, man. Fucking shit, man. Oh, me fascia, man. We need to drink more water apparently to liquidify. Yeah, I might put the jigsaw in my bedroom. I never use my bedroom. There's some decent light in there. I've got a big piece of cardboard up over there because I sleep in this room. Can't see now, it's just too dark. Is that one? Yeah, Ghostbusters, yeah. Yeah, I watched that in the cinema when I was at school. It's kind of poignant in my life. They fight the demons, don't they? You know what I mean? Fight all the ghosts. The paranormal activity. Can't see shit. It's terrible. Tiny bit better. It's still got a shine there, which is really making it awkward. I don't really need to do that bit, so it's just the shiny bit. It's a bit annoying. Many thanks for the thumbs up. We'll give the second one. I appreciate it. You're very kind. We've had about 80 viewers, and you're two of the people that have done it. That makes you stand out. Thank you. Got a yellow one up here. No. No. Oh, my nose is so dirty. Thank you, dude. Dusty, man. Ah, me bum. There. I don't know about that. No. No. Not going in there. I got a picture area. It's not very big though. Makes it a bit hard to see the details. It's quite small. Yeah. There's lots of body parts, but it's all dark. You can possibly find that piece, but it'd be boring. I'll have to just go through all the pieces that are the same shape. Yeah, the light grey is all their clothing. Once I get a couple of pieces, I got a shape now. I don't know what the top piece is, but I could slowly find that bit if I keep pushing to look for that shape. Just do it the boring way. And it's a dark green one. One more dark green one. It's going to make it a bit easier. I genuinely thought it was going to be easy being a 500 piece, but obviously if it hasn't got the... I showed you the other one is just so much easier than this one. It's 1,000. It's got like sections of colours. Yellow. So it wasn't that hard. There's a yellow there and there's a yellow over here, I think. So it was a little bit easier. It had loads of writing on it. So this was 1,000. It's easier than that one. I thought that one would be easier because it's 500. Oh, my fingers, man. Look after your liver, people. Don't do sugar. Lucky we didn't eat that. I bought that last night because I didn't want to make any food. Lucky I didn't eat that. That and the Pepsi would have really done me some troubles. There's a positive in there. Making my coffee hot now. 2:30 AM, is it? You're in California, are you? What are you about? You're 7 hours away, are you? 2:30? Or is it 9? 9 hours, isn't it? 2:34. You're nearly 8 hours in here. I bet it's nice where you are, sunny. I like it when it's warm, but I don't like it when it's hot. I'm guessing where you live is always hot, I'm guessing. England's summers are not great, but they have been better. But I always notice I don't like a certain temperature. I think it's like 20. Anything past 20, it's a bit uncomfortable. I'm not very good with the temperatures though, don't get me wrong. Might be 25 I don't like. 20 might be alright, I can't remember. When I used to play that game I used to play years ago, because my insomnia, I would wake up at like 6 PM at night, and then I'd start playing about 8 PM. So I'd be playing around about your time scales. I'd be on the game until like 5, 6 in the morning. So I'd come across quite a few Americans. A lot of my subscribers at the beginning were a lot of Americans because my body clock was so, it's terrible. It was weird. It wasn't permanently the wrong way around. It would be, I could wake up at midday and be playing it 2 PM till 10 PM that night and go to sleep about 1 AM. or I could be waking up at 9 p.m. at night, quickly popping down the shop before it's shut, and playing from 10:30 till 6 a.m. I had loads of American subscribers. America's, I don't know how to explain it. I seem to get, I got my body clock a bit better and I started streaming just on the night times, but that's more English time. But I didn't get as many subscribers. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the accent. Maybe Americans like the English accent more. They're used to seeing their own streamers that are American accents, I suppose. I always seem to get quite a few Americans late at night, more than I would get on English. So if I was on the English time scale, I'd still get subscribers. I wouldn't get as many as I would if I was on the American time scale. So we can be 90. I think we do Celsius, but I don't understand the difference. Got a thing here. So 90. It's 85. Yes, that's hot. I wouldn't like that. And in our country, it's not really air conditioned. Do you know what I mean? So when you're home, you're hot. You know, when you go out, you're hot. You expect it. You go out, take a bottle of water. I don't know, wear a cap, wear your shorts. When you come home, our houses are hot. Until more people get air conditioning over here, it's not comfortable to come home. And the houses are built with carpets and stuff like that, you know? I know hot countries usually have hot floor rooms. Not hot floor, cold floor rooms sometimes. Our houses are all carpet and that. So our houses are not really built for the heat. So, but it can get about 30 around here. So what's that? 30 is about 85, 35. Yeah, we can get to that temperature here, but our houses are not built for it. So we're suffering when we're at home. Yeah, not many people have it in our country. If you're rich, you have it. You can get it now. It's getting more possible to get it, but it's not quite there yet. It's not normalized as yet. You get these little air conditioning units where they're portable, but they're more like a fan. They don't really do what you need. If I owned my own home, I would put some air conditioning in, so at least in the summer, you're comfortable at home. Do you know what I mean? So you can still exercise at home, you can sit there and work at home, you could play with your kids without getting too sweaty or whatever. Do you know what I mean? I would fit it if I owned my own home. I would fit it just to make sure you're comfortable in the summer. My aim was to kind of work from home a little bit, but I don't want to be stuck at home, if that makes sense. So what was I trying to do? I wanted to start exercising again the other week, and then we had a heat wave. 20 degrees all of a sudden, 4 days. It just went from 10 degrees to 20 degrees. And it was just like, oh my gosh, I need to start exercising. I need to get my fascia moving, so I'm so stiff in my hamstrings area and my butt cheeks kind of area. So I figured out it's my fascia. So I start exercising, but it was so hot in the house. I was like, I didn't want to. But if I had air conditioning, it wouldn't have been a problem. It would have been nice and cool. 110. Sod that. What's that then? Fuck that. I don't think it's ever got to 40 in our country. Sod that, man. Do you have siestas in your country? In like Spain, you have siestas, so they don't work at certain times of the day because it's so hot. We get snow now and again, but it's not regular. It's very rare, and it obviously depends on what part of the country. But in my town, to get the kind of snow that you're probably talking about, some nice deep snow, that's really rare. We'll get a week of it maybe now and again. It might be every 2 or 3 years. You might get a week of it. Maybe every 3 years. It's really rare, you know what I mean? They do bets in our country. Is it going to snow on Christmas Day? I don't think anybody's ever won. I can't remember. I've been ill for 10 years, so I don't think it snowed on one Christmas Day. I lost track of what day of the week it was, what month it was. Bank holidays didn't mean anything to me. My birthday, I forgot about my birthdays. Christmases, you only got wind it was Christmas if you walk past a house with fairy lights on it. I didn't know it was even Christmas. Especially if you don't watch TV, you'd never know. Surfing, very spiritual. Getting near the salt air, salt water. Negative energy cleanser, natural. Natural negative energy cleanser. Good for your lungs as well, salt air. My uncle had some lung problems in the end. And he said he was spending so much time near the salt air because it was doing something for his lungs. But I know it's also very good for removing negative energy. So I think that's why surfers are, well, chill. Do you know what I mean? You ever notice that about surfers? They're a bit chill. I think it's because they spend all their time in the salt air, in the sea. You're connected to the everything. Do you know what I mean? Touching the sea, you're touching every bit of the sea. Do you know what I mean? You're touching the beach as well because it's connected to the beach. Most people walking around in my country with a pair of rubber shoes on, touching concrete with their shoes, never touching grass. You know what I mean? And we ain't got beaches. You know, you got to go to a holiday destination in our country to get to a beach. Whereas you're surrounded by nice beaches, aren't you, in your country? I know you've got the middle parts of your country, but yeah, your nature is definitely more dangerous. You've got bigger waves, you've got sharks, you've got bears. What else you got? You've got mountain lions, haven't you? We don't really have much in our country. What do we have? What problems do we have? Foxes going in and out your bins. That's about the only wild animal you see in our concrete jungle. We get a grass snake. I forget what it's called. An adder? Might be called an adder. Or it's a grass snake. It's definitely better for me now. So I just got so there's no bears, that's okay then. There's no sharks, that's okay then. But it's bloody hot. Oh, but it's 1 out of 3. 2 out of 3 being not having to worry about that is not bad. You've got crocodiles, you've got reptilians. I've had enough of reptilians. I've had enough of reptilians, right? Hidden joke there. And another thing I like about your country, for some reason I like motorhomes. Now my mum and dad used to have a caravan when I was a kid, so maybe the caravan bits inside of me because of being a kid. But then I watched movies when I was a kid in the 80s. I watched a lot of American movies, and a lot of the horror movies, Hills Have Eyes, there was vacation movies, and they'd always have a motorhome. And you always had so many places to drive, and our country is so small. I could still probably, I reckon it'd take me a year and a half to get around my country in a motorhome. I bet your country, if I wanted to go everywhere, do you know what I mean? It'd take probably 5 years. Hello, Oms. Nice one, Oms. Just some, kitty. He's been snapping at me a lot in there. I've been nice to him, and he keeps snapping at me, so I kind of had to go at him. Then he lunged at me. He's like that. He's proper, like, he turns. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. Do you know what I mean? So my spleen's hurting. He didn't hit me. You know what I mean? All my hair was right in front of me. Do not try and have a fight with long hair. Can't see, man. I literally was like that. I was on the ground. He was on kind of. Not where I was. I think my leg was underneath my leg, and he was on me, and he was trying to hit me. But I just grabbed him so he couldn't get the elbows back, so he couldn't get those swings in. And I got out. I said, just fucking. I was fucking out of breath, man. I don't understand it. I jog on me treadmill, yeah. And I was out of breath, and my spleen was aching like mad. You know what I mean? I ate a bit of sugar the night before, quite a bit, because I was in a bit of a mood, and I think it's fucked my liver up. It's made my spleen get whatevered. So yeah, he ripped my shirt. I've been nice to him a few times. He's on a lot of the, do you know what I mean? And he takes some meds, I think. So I tried to be nice to him a few times, but he just seems to snap at you. Do you know what I mean? He starts a conversation, and you get involved in his conversation. Do you know what I mean? And he gets that with you. Do you know what I mean? So I go over there literally to touch grass and chill. I genuinely feel like when I'm here, I don't feel too bad here now, whereas I used to feel quite dark and depressed here, kind of claustrophobic here. But when I go over to the park, it's like walking into, genuinely it's like this. When you get there, it's like a very micro, do you know when it starts, when it's hot and it finally rains, and you just get that light cooling? It's not a major cooling, it's just a light, or you're near the beach, you're on holiday, it is hot as hell, and the breeze from the air comes in from the sea, and you get that cool micro bit. That's what it feels like when I go in the park. Do you know what I mean? That's literally why I go over there. And he keeps coming over, starting conversations with me, and he snaps. So it's like, what can you have? Are you setting me up for this? Do you just want to have a go at me? Do you know what I mean? So I spent 10 years working on my heart center, not my fists. So maybe I should just start working back on my fists. I lost a little weight last year, so I haven't got the strength, the body weight. Do you know what I mean? Somebody seen me. Somebody was homeless, like where I used to live, that Arbel area. She seen me. I don't really know what I look like unless I'm on here. And she said, hello, I remember you. Yeah, you very well. You're not very well, are you? look at, you've lost so much weight. I didn't realise how much I've lost. I think I've lost about 40 pounds. So I got 40 pounds of my upper body weight gone. Do you know what I mean? So you stay away from him now. He's done it to me twice now. He snapped at me twice. He's starting a conversation. I'm just being polite, responding, giving him some of my angle, like, rah! It's like Jekyll and Hyde, mate. You know what I mean? It's really sweet. I had the same thing happen to me in the supermarket. Somebody was telling me, it was last year, I was quitting weed. Both times I'm quitting weed, I'm getting these problems. Last year, I'm in the supermarket. I caught somebody with my basket, on the corner of my basket. I only had mushrooms in there and fruit. It was very light. Some guy come up to me and said, he was very sweet about it. He said, "You're nearly not that guy over there." And I was like, "Well, dude, what can I do, mate?" I said it like that. I mean, what can I do? I can't keep getting out of the way from him, mate. They're just like, no one gets out of the way from me. Fucking rah! And he was like that. Like Jekyll and Hyde. Do you know what I mean? Both times I'm quitting weed. Don't get me wrong, yesterday I was pissed off because he had a go at me every week. And he just had a go at me again. And then, like, I'm sitting down in my tree, trying to ground, trying to just chill, you know? Feel a bit better because I've been so tired since Saturday. And he starts a conversation, and I say something, and he's like, "Blah!" Walks away, and I said, "Oh, if you're going to start coming up to me and asking me questions and talk to me, don't bother talking to me." "Oh, you want to fight, do you?" And he went into like Jekyll and Hyde mode. Do you know what I mean? So maybe we need to start working on our fists, not our heart space, eh? Yeah, it's just funny. I keep going in the park at random times, and he's there. Like, what can you do? Do you know what I mean? Didn't see him. I've been in that park now on and off for 2 years. And I just started seeing him go in there the last sort of year, 6 months, something like that. I've been nice to him, do you know what I mean? Popped in his house once, got some stuff off him once because I didn't have any. Seems nice, but he just snaps at you. So he starts the conversation and he wants to have a go at you. It's like it's a bit like a weird setup, you know what I mean? So I'm not bothering with him now. I don't overhelp people now anymore because he's doing a lot of the stuff and he's doing a lot of sugar and he's taking tablets and I know his body won't be able to handle it. Mine only did 5 years. 5 years of weed and my heart went. Do you know what I mean? 5 years of weed and sugar, fucking my liver up and your heart because sugar's an inflammatory. So I was like, I was only talking to him in those kind of like angles. You know what I mean? If I was, you know. So I'm not gonna say anything to him anymore. No one ever said anything to me. If somebody might have said something like that to me, I might have quit drinking a bit earlier. Or I might not be smoking as much as I was, you know, or I might have got off it a bit earlier. No one ever did that to me. So any chance I get and I see somebody who's not really looking after themselves very well and they're doing more than what I was doing, I know it's a ticking clock. And I say something and they get angry with you. So what can you do? But no one ever tried to help me. Do you know what I mean? And I mean that. No one ever tried to help me. No. But yeah, seems to be a common occurrence. Anytime I interact with somebody, it always turns a bit. That's why I don't have any friends. I don't bother anymore. I've got some old friends that I used to know in the area from years ago. I've only seen them twice since I've been back. Anytime I try and make a new friend, there's always some darkness behind it. Or either it's just weird, mate. It's just call it not saying him. On the internet, if I make friends on the internet, they start acting a bit weird on me, mate. Do you know what I mean? So if I'm streaming, they come on my game stream, they start acting a bit weird around me. Do you know what I mean? And I'm only a small channel. If I was a big channel, I get it, because you're going to have more people seeing you, and more chance for stuff to happen. I'm literally hidden on my game stream, and I just seem to keep getting these people that are a bit dark, let's say, a bit stalky. I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about the stream. Do you know what I mean? So it's happened a few times now. I've got a few recordings on my stream from people on my. This is a bit. I've done a lot of stuff, and I've done a lot of videos on narcissism. I've done a lot of videos on empathy, highly sensitive people, and I've seen the kind of differences. I know where I was probably a little bit narcissistic as a kid or a young adult, and I know where I've been kind of sensitive as a kid. Do you know what I mean? Then kind of went into the narcissistic kind of traits, you know, the ego, do you know what I mean? I'm so tough, or whatever you want to call it. And then kind of an empathic way where I've now been through some shit and I see people are like, oh my gosh, you're walking the same road I did. Oh, I really don't want that to happen to you. Do you know what I mean? So I understand all the bits, you know. And when it comes to my stream, I've had some very strange individuals come on my stream. if I had a busy stream, I'd understand it. It's numbers, isn't it? 100 people. There's a certain percentage of people with narcissistic personalities. You're gonna get 1 out of 100, aren't you? But I haven't on my stream. It's a very limited amount of people coming in on my stream. So keep getting these people. Do you know what I mean? I think they don't like my light because I'm a little bit more cheery, and I raise the vibration a little bit with my cheer, or my laugh, or my silliness, or my childlike mentality at my age, at being 50. So. Yeah, I don't. I like this. This gives me somebody to chat to. Do you know what I mean? It's just finding nice people that you get people like-minded like you, not somebody with an ulterior motive. Can they steal your energy? Can they make you look bad? Do you know what I mean? Can they twist you up? Can they, you know what I mean? Copy you. I got some stuff in my stream in the past. I've watched somebody who was on my stream quite regularly, and I helped him a lot. I really tried to help him a lot, and I caught him mimicking me on his own stream. Do you know what I mean? And I helped him a lot. Mimicking stuff that I was talking about. Like I said, I watch a lot of videos about stalkers and things like that because of the stuff that's been happening to me. I'm not saying that yesterday, but I'm on about my internet more. That's why I don't have friends, because everybody's just not been genuine with me. I'm nice to them, and there's always a twist. They're either trying to get you on drugs, or keep you on drugs, or they're never genuine, they're never authentic. So, what do? Become inauthentic myself? Or do I just keep trying to be me? But if they keep trying to knock me down, what do, eh? Many thanks there, CO2. Spread that oxygen more, mate. Get that oxygen out. Yeah. I'm not going to stop going to my park because I use it as a healing place. You know? But I've had enough. I didn't want to live here anyway. I used to live here for 20 years, 25 years, something like that. And I've ended up coming back here. Well, my family are here. I like that part of it. That's fine. But it's just living in the same spot again, not moving forward in life. Not getting anywhere. It's just gone back in this cycle of. I'm a bit more nature now. I like a bit of green, and I'm in concrete jungle again. Yeah, I do try and be myself, mate. But if people keep, I think the darker forces don't want me to shine my light. Let's say that. So. Him yesterday. How much battery you got there? You got to charge. We're gonna run out of that as well. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get a motorhome. I really want a motorhome, and I ain't got to do much. I can just go. Just want to kind of be away from people. Don't want to interact. If anybody gets a bit weird, I can just drive away. It seems to keep getting weird for me. Yeah, I got watch out for my data. My data's at 80% again, and I've still got 13 days to go. And this is the one where I get to chat to somebody. My gaming stream I don't, and I'm not really interested in the games anymore. I find them very tedious and boring. If I'm not playing competitively, I'm not interested. It doesn't excite me yet. Stay out there. I quit computer game in a while now. I play Coin Master on phone. I gotta quit my phone. But the problem is, this is where I get a couple of views and get somebody to chat to. And if you do interact with anybody here, it's not physical. It's just, you know, I can eventually block them. You know, it's not too much of a problem. I'm not gonna bother with anybody out there anymore now. I'm not bothering. It's the first person I've interacted with in the area since I moved here, and he's just been snappy with me. On that's 2 occasions out of 3 now. Like proper like snappy, and that one yesterday was even worse snappy. So not bothering anymore with anybody. Not bothering around here. It's a shit area. On here, you're a little bit. There's a nice bit of space. You know what I mean? So I can interact. If somebody starts acting weird, I can just start blanking them a little bit or whatever. It's a little bit harder right there. So I'm not going to interact with anybody else out there now. I'm done. Might be able to find that bit. I don't know, mate. You said something about it yesterday. I was explaining it. Ugh. Can't get in there. Huh? Yeah, I haven't been the perfect person in my life, but I had something go on about a year. When was that? 10 years ago, my life kind of went a bit tits up. Mate, I had to quit drinking, so your drinking can lower. I'm just gonna use the words. It lowers your vibration. And it can make fucking shit get inside of you that shouldn't be inside of you. It can make you act certain ways that you wouldn't act if you were on it. It's like that kiddie yesterday. He's on the weed so much. It can make you. You know what I mean? I know what it's like with booze. Booze can make you more angrier than you are. Do you know what I mean? Um, so I understand both sides of the coin. Do you know what I mean? Um, and I am extra kind of nicer to people now. I might give an impression on my facial look, but you've had what I've had going on for 10 years, a load of people giving you shit. You know what I mean? You would be a little bit more facial look on you. That is a bit more, possibly, not off, what's the right word? Off-putting? I'm not sure what the word is. Like a frame on your head. Yeah, fuck it, mate. I'm done. I'm going to get a motorhome and I'm going to get away. I haven't got to put up with people now. Not bothered anymore. I was the first person around here that I've kind of interacted with since I've moved here, except for my family are here. And I'm not bothered anymore. I'm not wasting my time. He snapped at me twice yesterday. He's turned into a fight yesterday. And he said, like, you come at me. I said, no, I did. I've come around here and I couldn't see him. So I had to get round here and say, stop coming up to me and asking me, talking to me about stuff. You're just going to have a go at me. Do you know what I mean? And he was like, you coming at me? I said, no, I had to come round to see you. Otherwise I'm shouting through a freaking tree, ain't I? Do you know what I mean? That's it. Not bother anymore. Well, the ones who make the better play, I wouldn't say I'm perfect, definitely not me. But the nice people are the ones that, you know, I've seen it. There's a guy who used to live across the road, he's dead. Beautiful guy, dead. Lady who lived on the corner, beautiful lady, dead. My mum, beautiful lady, dead. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to think who else around here. So it is kind of a strange pattern, isn't it? Seems to... Maybe that's why our world is not a very great place. You know what I mean? We've got the wrong people in charge. This might not go here. But it might do. I think it goes there. Yeah, I've been doing it on my own for years. First, for me, it's annoying. It's the first person I've like started to interact with. You know what I mean? You got, you know what I mean? It's turned into this, snapping at me. Going over to chill, and you got somebody. It's just like, he talks to you. You respond, and he's like, walks away like, hang on, where'd that come from? You're just all polite and friendly to me. Now you're like that. Done it twice. So that's the first. If I've been interacting with loads of people, loads of shit can possibly go wrong. That's the first person I've been interacting with. So. I won't bother now. I've been doing fine for 1, 2, 3, 4. Since I moved and I got away from all those horrible people over there, I've been fine for 4 years here. Staying in my flat. Only problem is sleep with the weed, the THC. That's my problem is my sleep's never been great, and it makes you heavy feeling, sleeping at the wrong times, not getting enough sleep. It's not been good. That's been my only problem since I moved. So, I've had depression, I've had anxiety. Don't put that on other people. You know what I mean? It's yours to carry. Some people got their demons. I dealt with my demons, as it says in description. I dealt with my demons. I quit my booze, quit whatever, quit smoking, quit whatever. Beat anxiety pretty much. Beat depression. I can beat depression. If I get depressed again, maybe that could maybe have caused me depression if I was just trying to get out of depression. But I've been functioning quite well. Once I get off the weed and get a bit more sleep, got a bit more energy, you can exercise, go to the park more. I'm not saying I'm over exercising, but it's a free antidepressant. Do you know what I mean? My hair is doing me head in. It's just still can't get my hair up. I'm trying to grow it so it goes back in the bun, and then I can hold it back. Yeah, I don't. I only got depressed. I got situational depression. Things happen to me, makes me depressed. It's not as if I'm like depressed. Do you know what I mean? That's situational depression. I'm not going to tell you what caused my original depression. And then the same thing happened twice, so that caused it again. Then it became stress because of something illegal was happening. Then it became a health scare. That made it depression, guilt, and stress. So you've got health stress, worries. Got kids, so I was worried about the kids. Guilt, you know. And then I had some not nice people around me. That causes a stress as well. I'm just constantly trying to get out of this hole, this dark hole. Do you know what I mean? And I've got better at getting out of it. I think I was like that, getting out of it slowly, and then I get knocked back, and I'd be back in the hole, and be, you know what I mean? Not quite. Maybe my head was in the light. You know what I mean? So the light's over there, and I'm like getting out there. But now I'm like this. If I get knocked back, whatever it is, somebody does something like yesterday, I'll be back up in a week. Do you know what I mean? So. 2 weeks max. You know what I mean? Like if I get a depression now, I can beat it within 2 weeks. All I gotta do is exercise, eat healthy, say positive things, do positive things, even though you don't want to. That's what you gotta do. Depression's not that hard to beat. It's just believing that because you think you're broke, but you're not, because it's nothing physical. You know what I mean? They try and say it's chemical bollocks that shit. I've had it enough times. It's just darkness, and you just gotta get in the light. And to get in the light, you got to go out more, go to the park more, drink purifying water, cleanse your body, cleanse your vessel. Get this, you're 80% made of this. Get this in your body. Meditate's really good, but I'm not very good at doing it. Exercise is great. Try and do that on depression is so hard. It is like doing weights is hard enough for anybody, but when you're like black and dark, do you know what I mean? You don't want to pick up any dumbbells. You just got to force yourself for a week and a half, 2 weeks, and you start feeling better. It's like a 1% thing. Then it turns into a 5%, 1% for say 3 days, and then you just skip up about 5% on the 7th day. And then the next week you're at about 15%, and then in 3 weeks you're at about 20, and you start feeling a bit better. But you got to go for that darky bit. Do you know what I mean? It's not easy. Do you know what I mean? I've done it a few times now. Somebody said to me years ago, "Why don't you join a gym? Why don't you join a gym?" I'm like, fucking hell, man, I'm fucking black, man. I'm so depressed. Why would I want to join a gym? I'm so like, I can't understand it. When somebody just throws it like that, it's not easy to take it and use it. But the way I've experienced it now, I don't know how long it's been going on, 10 or 15 years. I've realised the little climbs, when you do add water, exercise, meditation, park, eating healthy, being positive, listening to better music, not hanging around people that are bringing you down as you're trying to get back up, whatever it is, I have noticed the climb's quicker, but it is still a climb. Do you know what I mean? Hello, Carol. How are you, sweetie? Meditation's really good, but I'm not good at doing it. I can't silence my brain. Yeah, dance, Tai Chi, Qigong, whatever. Anything that raises your vibration. Do you know what I mean? Anything that gives positivity to you. You know what I mean? Not the negative, you know? Like, what was I did? I found out about t-shirts. So colours, this is why I wear, like, sort of different colour t-shirts. They got their own frequency. They got their own vibration. Yeah? And I was wearing black. 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 Now, black can be, so say, protective, but it also can hold negativity. And if you've got depression and you keep wearing the same clothes, you're keeping the depression on you. Do you know what I mean? So I started buying brighter t-shirts. I was still depressed, but I was like, I'm walking around, people are going, "How are you?" And I'm like, fucking terrible. You know what I mean? I told you yesterday, why are you asking me again? Do you know, I got depression, mate. You know what I mean? Really bad. So it was very like dark cycle, you know? Then I started realizing it. I'm still dark, but I realized if I wear brighter colors, it will raise the frequencies of me and around me, or at least it's brightening somebody else's day, and it might not show my darkness so much. I just started watching so many videos, and I started picking bits out of it, just trying things slowly over time. It didn't happen in a week. It's like over about 3 years. Gym is definitely good if you go to the gym, but that's the hardest one to do when you've got depression. That's why I do all the little bits, you know, first. You know, drink water, go to the park, ground, have nice soaking baths, candle, listen to positive music, positive affirmations. It really seems silly. When you're brought up where I was brought up, don't believe in all that rubbish. Don't believe in all that. Don't believe in all that. No, got to take a tablet. Got to take a tablet. Don't believe in all that rubbish. I do now. I do believe in it. But you got to go through that long period of, you know, getting past your blockages and not believing in that stuff. The Chinese are very healthy people. Why is that? They're all doing bloody Tai Chi. Do you know what I mean? How's it going, Carol? The Tai Chi, you look at the Chinese, you look at them at 80 years old, 90 years old, they're all active and moving. You look at our people in our country at 80, they're all like that, do you know what I mean? And they're just doing light movements, do you know what I mean? Keeping themselves flowing with the, I'm going to say universe, you know, with everything, all the energies, you're flowing with the wind, you know what I mean? You're like with it, you know what I mean? Like surfers, I started overthinking stuff and I started pondering. Surfers seem to be quite chill, spending all that time in the water. Do you know what I mean? Closer to nature, connected to nature. You're actually, I can go into nature, but unless I'm touching the grass, my shoes are on the floor. You know what I mean? So I'm surrounded in it, but if you're in the sea, you are completely in contact with everything. Do you know what I mean? So I genuinely believe that the salt air, the anti-negativity of the salt air, pondered it loads of times in the past, but never experienced. I've experienced stuff now, and I understand that it definitely does help. Try and tell somebody that in the Western world, they won't believe you. They have to go through it to slowly believe in it. Do you know what I mean? Energy healing, things like that. I do it all. It all works, but get people to believe in it is so hard. You're raised on the beaches, bud, you? We haven't got many beaches in our country. You gotta go to a holiday destination. Cornwall, Weymouth, what's that other place called? Brighton. There's Weston, it's not too far away from me, but the beaches are kind of not the same as the water goes out too far, I think, so you're not near the water. Do you know what I mean? I think I've never been there enough times to judge it. I remember when I was in Weymouth, I think the beach is quite close to the water, so but it's still a beach, I suppose. You know what I mean? This helps. Drink loads of water. Drink loads of water. Drink loads of water. Not easy to do, but it does help. I've been watching videos on fascia. So imagine a loofah that you've got in the bathroom, a loofah, and you look down through it and cut it off. You got all that. It's like your fascia, right? And I can't bend over, and my ass is aching all the time. And drinking this is like, what's the right word? What's the word? Moisturizing the loofah. So you've got a loofah in the bathroom, it's really stiff, yeah, and dense. You get water on it, it softens up. And I watched the video, and because she talked about the loofah and she cut it off and she showed that's what your fascia's like in your body. So here's me thinking my joints have gone and whatnot, being quite negative, or they're screwed now, I've probably got arthritis or something like that. And I seen the fascia video explaining the loofah, and then when you moisten it, it can start loosening it up, and then you've also got to do the movement, the Tai Chi and stuff like that. Obviously I can't like do major gym work yet, because I'm a bad shoulder, but I'm drinking the water because of that video. I'm drinking water anyway because it cleanses your kidneys and whatnot, but I'm drinking it even more. You always keep, and it's that video because that lady put so much effort into how to explain it. So there's me thinking my joints are gone, water's not going to do anything, because she said your fascia is just tense and tightened up. You need to loosen it with exercise and lots of water. And if I didn't see that video, do you know what I mean? I wouldn't have gone with it. Do you know what I mean? I would have gone to a doctor and they would have said, oh, you're just getting old. You're not going to get any better. Like they said about my liver. And they said, oh, it's enlarged. It's not going to get any better. And I didn't believe in them. And I went away. I took milk thistle. I did organic smoothies for 18 months. I was basically living off of smoothies. Probably 80% of my food intake was coming from smoothies. And I went back to, I don't believe in doctors anymore. I went back to the doctor, when was it? Only because I moved here, so I thought I'd better register myself in the area. You never know. And he tested me with his hands here, and he said, it's not enlarged anymore. How did you do that? So the doctor said it wasn't going to get any better, and I didn't believe him. And I went away and did some research for myself. So that's why I watched the loofah video last night, and I'm drinking loads of water. Because I believe in that lady, I don't believe in the doctor. I bought my dad a Tai Chi book. My dad don't believe in it. So this is the main Western person don't believe in it. Tai Chi book from my dad. Because he's got, like, he's had a stroke, he's lost use of one of his arms. I keep forgetting which one it is. And he can sit on a chair and do Tai Chi, and it can be good for it. And I've got a Tai Chi video there that people have made, I'm not saying full recoveries, but recoveries from strokes. Would he believe in it? No, because in our country they won't teach you that. I bought him a little book, you know what I mean, and you can read it. And it's not too thick, so I know people get bored. They'll do one page and they'll get bored, but if I've only got like 10 pages, he might put the effort into reading it all. I'll have to sit there until I blew him in the face. Look, Dad, just read it. Just read it. Try it. Try it. Try it. The Chinese, man, 80-year-old, look at all the 80-year-olds in China, in the parks, they're all moving around, all able. Look at our 8-year-olds in here, they're all going around on bloody mobility scooters. Do you know what I mean? I believe in it all now, baby. Got my water still, look. That's that fascia video of mine, I'll tell you, man. Which is that loofah. I'm drinking this water, mate, I'm telling you. I'm going to get another water filter as well for microplastics. My water filter's alright, but I've got a few microplastics. I'm taking some gut healing stuff from my colon. I won't say too much, but it's not looking good, my stuff that's coming out. It's looking a bit plasticky. So I'm going to get a water filter for microplastics. Or an osmosis one or something. I've not got the motivation yet. Just been drinking a bit of water. It's in plastic bottles, don't get me wrong. But I think my water filter's kind of at it now. They've changed the filter, it doesn't look like the old one. It doesn't quite taste the same, so I don't like it. Sand or pebbles, depends what beach. I think there's a beach not far away from here near Breen. I think it's Pebbles. Don't quote me now, I've never really been there. Weymouth is sand. Brighton is sand, I think. Weston is sand. I've not been to that many holidays. Where have I been? Weymouth, Cornwall, Devon. Weymouth, Cornwall, Devon. And there is, funnily enough, in Devon, our dad's got a caravan. There is a beach near it as well. I didn't know that, but there is one. So yeah, that's it. I'm supposed to join a gym, but I've had enough now. I've got to find a way to get in a vehicle or get in a motorhome. I've got to find a way to get in a motorhome. I don't really want to do the vehicle up. Just get in a motorhome and get away. I go and park near a beach. Then I might feel a bit better. I was trying to fix my teeth, and I was going to maybe buy a guitar and then try and practice guitar and just sit there and chill on my own. I wasn't going to try and like be a singer or anything. I'm just going to sit there and maybe tinkle a guitar. I won't do it here. Do you know what I mean? I'll just piss about with the internet instead of doing practical things like that. Cotton boil water, use glass containers. Yeah. I'm just making sure I drink some water at the moment. I got this kind of way, like if my water filter's over there, so I've run out of this stuff. It's coming today. I was drinking it quite regularly, so I bought this to make me. So if I just do a glass of water, I got tactics for everything when it comes to looking after myself. You've got depression, you've got to find ways to look after yourself. It's not easy because everything's a mountain. Running a bath, you've got to think about it, and then you've got to think, I got to put a plug in, I got to turn the tap on, I've got to wait for it to fill up, I've got to keep checking the water's the right temperature, then I've got to get in it for 20 minutes, I've got to take my clothes off, I've got to get out of it, I've got to dry myself. That's what it's like when you've got depression. So everything's like, I think ways to climb the mountain. So if I put that in there and drink it, I'll only drink it once, and you know what I mean? And that's it, I've only had one glass. So I bought that one. So I can put more in it, and I can drink double the amount now over a period of time, and it's not so I haven't got to keep coming back and filling it up. We're talking depression tactics, you know what I mean? So I bought some 1 litres and a half because I'm not liking the filter. They've changed the filter. The filter inside was quite dark. It never used to be like that, and I've not been liking it since. I've not been the same. So I've got to find myself another filter, but I've got to figure out the ones that get the microplastics out, or whatever it's called. I'm taking some gut bacteria stuff at the moment, and these are supposed to be good for getting microplastics out of you. So I'm taking these, but I didn't take one yesterday. Learned a lot. Didn't learn that off me doctors. I learned that off YouTube, watching different things, trying to heal myself, research healing myself. I've not done Tai Chi yet, but I have done a little bit of Qigong, and I noticed Qigong helped me. I was getting lots of pains, like stiffness in my liver. And I started doing just a simple Qigong thing like that. Didn't believe in it. Did not believe in it. I was just pushing myself to do it. Just do it for your kids. Do it for your kids. Pulling me out. I can't get my shoulder up because it won't go anywhere. Doing that. And doing that maybe for 5 minutes. Hating every second, every minute of it. Doing the deep breathes in. Believing it was universal energies and it was cleansing me instead of just being oxygen. Do you know what I mean? Going past all the programming. Do you know what I mean? Breathing it in. And about 2 weeks of forcing myself to do it, one day, all of a sudden, my tension here just dissipated. It released. And I was like, oh my gosh, instead of having this like cramp feeling, I got a cramp feeling there now. It's like feels tense inside, all mangled up, a bit like a fascia or something like that. 2 weeks of forcing myself to do something that I thought was a load of rubbish. One day I just went, boosh, it just released. You know what I mean? And I was like, so that's made me believe in it. But I had to force myself to do it for 2 weeks. Most people will do it once, twice, and they'll give up. Guess what? They'll be the ones in the mobility scooters when they're 80. And the Chinese doing the Tai Chi in the parks, they'll be doing all this at 80. Because they believe in it, because they're brought up on it. COPT? No, I ain't got that. Oh, I ain't got that. I quit smoking. I don't know when it was, 8 years ago. I haven't got that. My mum had that. She suffered hell in that. She couldn't breathe. She was in fear every moment of her life. You know what I mean? I don't have that. I got a mullein leaf tea. Mullein leaf tea. Good for your lungs. Good cleanser for your lungs. My problems at the moment: liver, spleen, shoulder, problem on the back of me hamstring, which is because of my liver, and I think it's my fascia down my ass and my hamstring. So bending down is quite a stiffening thing. So I'm drinking a bit of water, and I hope in a minute I can maybe do some squats, not major squats. I'll do some half squats on the worktop in a minute, just to get my legs moving a little bit. I might go on my treadmill and just do a micro bit of walking, just to get the blood flowing. I might go over to park to ground, you know, go and feed the squirrels and what you call it. I get a bit of fruit. Like, that's another thing. I don't really eat my fruit at home, but when I go to the park, I take a healthy tea with me, and I take some fruit, and it makes me drink it and eat it there in a natural environment. It's a kind of tactic to get me to do it. So I'm forcing myself to drink the bottle of water, or I'd usually just use that. So I'm drinking a lot more. Just loosening up my fascia, is it loafer? My loafer fascia. Watched that video literally, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? 2 days ago. And I'm literally drinking double the amount of water. Been over the road, bought coconut water, got this. Literally drinking more water, watching that one video. I go on my treadmill, and I've done some runs, and I don't really get out of breath just to run in it. So I got my air filter in here as well. Cucumber water? No, I haven't. No, cucumbers are like 90% water in there or something. Got the free 3 up there. Where's the free 3 up there? You get another thumbs up. We've got 3 people watching. Come on, give a thumbs up. The spleen's still aching today. That's still going. My liver is definitely better than it was. My hand's closing a little bit more than when I woke up. It was like that when I woke up. It was like that when I woke up originally, and it got to about that after about an hour, and now we're about there, and that one's nice and closed. And my shoulder is, I'd say about 40%, 50% where I want it. I've just got to keep forcing it to places that it doesn't like going. And it should get a bit better. I've got it from 0 to 50%, so I'm going to get a bit more. Juice celery, yeah, I bought a juicer here. Do you know what I mean? But I never did the celery juice. I was trying to make my own ginger shots, because I was buying ginger shots regularly. Feels like somebody wants me to see the 33 number, so I've just put a 4 up. You know what I mean? Get a lot of plonkers on my streams trying to get me to see numbers all the time. It's funny, it's stuck on 33 for so long. So I've just put a 4 on it, so that makes it a 3 and a 4. So, well, funny if we get a 4 and a 4 now, wouldn't it, eh? Yeah, kind of in the moment of trying to get some more water in my system at the moment, trying to do the jigsaw, but I got to the point now I just want to get out of this town. It's a shithole. It's a shithole. I've been here long enough now. I'm getting problems, micro stuff. I'm going to the supermarket, getting a problem there, going to the park, saying hello to somebody, he's turning into being not what I thought. You know what I mean? Where I used to live was evil as fuck. So, get out of this shithole. Bunch of witches over there, let's call it that, eh? Anywhere but here, mate. The only place in this city that I like is near the water. It's the only place I like. You know, told you I go to the forest. Sat here for half an hour looking at 33. I change it and it goes there. And yeah. Anywhere but here, mate. I genuinely, the only place I like in Bristol now, in my town, is the water. There's a little harbour. Sometimes my streams are there. I do a micro video there. It's the only time I like it here. Do you know what I mean? Don't like it. I'm disconnected from the concrete jungle. Being near the water. There's no beach here. Do you know what I mean? So being near the water is something that just feels a bit more alive. And the area is more vibrant there. Do you know what I mean? There's more pubs to go to around my area. They've shut a lot of the pubs down that I used to like, you know? I got a weird thing. There's a weird thing that I really want. It's really weird, but I love a quiz machine. I've not seen a pub with a quiz machine now. You get a pub with fruit machines because they want you to be a gambling addict. But I haven't seen a pub yet with a quiz machine in it. I used to love putting fiver in it and just trying to have a go. I'm not very good at it, but I used to love doing it. You know what I mean? If I can find a pub, I might like that area. If they got a pub and they got a quiz machine, I might like that area because I got a thing about doing quiz machine. I'm terrible at mine, but I always like to improve on things. Do you know what I mean? Try and get a bit better at doing things and keep putting a pound on a quiz machine. My brain starts remembering the questions. You feel better about yourself next time when the question comes up. You know, you are, I suppose, you're copying the question, you're not knowing it, but if you keep playing the game, you're going to start learning some knowledge. So, if I could find a pub with a quiz machine, I'd like that. Somebody's removed their thumbs up to make me see that number again. Somebody's trying to get me to see 33. See that? Somebody's removed their number, so I got to see 33 again. See it? And I give it a 4, so I don't have to see that number because somebody sensitized me to that number. I've just removed my thumbs up, so we'll go down to 3 and 2. There, I've changed it permanent now. Keep seeing that number on here. Pubs, you call it. We have a bar. Yeah, US American, in it. They call it pubs over here. Some people call them bars, but the main thing is pubs. Anywhere that's not here. The only place I like in this town is genuinely the water area. It's genuinely it. There is a few pubs down there, bars, clubs, different places to eat. It's got a bit more energy. It's kind of got a kind of seaside feeling about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've just used a multiple account over. I've just given, so I don't have to see the number because it's somebody sits on my channel trying to wind me up. They were doing it on my gaming stream, so I know they know my game. They know this channel. They just sit there trying to antagonize me. They were doing it on my gaming stream as well. So I got an account over there, so I just give it a thumbs up to annoy them. Wind them up. They're trying to wind me up, so I'll wind them up back. Oh, bum. For me, it shows 3 and 4. Can't refresh it here. Stuck on 3 and 3 for ages, which was under my skin. It was annoying me. I think, why is it stuck on 33 for so long? I'll go and give it a 4, a thumbs up, and it went to 4 straight away. Why didn't it go to 4 before? And then the numbers. Do you know what I mean? It was just like it was trying to antagonize me a little bit under my skin. And I was watching it for ages, putting up with it. And I was thinking, somebody's pissing about on the channel again. Once you say something annoys you, somebody out there who's negative will love to keep annoying you. Do you know what I mean? I had it on my gaming stream. And I know that they know this vlog. So. Now it says 4 and 4. For here, for you, it shows... Yeah. So look, it's funny how your numbers are showing different to my numbers, isn't it? It's kind of annoying me over here, seeing numbers that I don't really like. See what I mean? 5 and 5 now. Okay. Four and 3 now. Just some idiot in the background. It's only me and you chatting, but we apparently have 4 people chatting, washing. You know what I mean? I'll get my amino acids today. That means I'll drink this a bit easier. I'm not, the water's okay, don't get me wrong, but I don't love it. I'd rather drink that with a bit of lemonade-y flavour to it. Yeah, somebody's in the background antagonising it. They know certain numbers. I got a bit pissed off. I've seen numbers on my stream loads of times. Why is I always seeing these numbers, but no one's ever chatting to me? Do you know what I mean? So I'm just constantly seeing this number. Do you know what I mean? It's just fucking annoying me. Do you know what I mean? Why? Right, there's 3 people watching. I got 3 people likes. Why am I not getting chatted to? You know what I mean? I'm just staring at this number. That's annoying me. Then they come along and do it on purpose because they see it annoys you. It's what people do. You know what I mean? Some negative energies and what. I don't like the word toxic because it's not their fault that they're in that negative cycle. I've been in negative stuff, depressions. Do you know what I mean? I've been. Had ego at points in my life, you know what I mean? You know, swear too much, negative. It's not exactly positive, is it? Cursing, why do they call it cursing? It's negative, isn't it? So yeah, it's funny that you see a different number on your screen, but I'm forced to keep seeing that number that I don't like. Do you know what I mean? Strange, isn't it? Why wouldn't my screen be showing what your screen shows? It's weird, isn't it? It's very strange, isn't it? I was thinking about joining a gym, but I'm not going to bother now. So, tried to volunteer the other week and do some litter picking, but the park has been, I think somebody's litter picking over there. It's so clean over there. It was a little bit of rubbish there on Monday, but I was been so drained. I went out Saturday for the first time in 3 years. It was quite a long night, and I was drained for 3 days since. Hello, Joyce. I haven't done many today. It's become a bit of a drag. I'll let you see it though, Joyce. I can't do much because of my cable. There you go, look. There you are. Can't do much because of my cable. Hit the like button, Joyce. Help us out. We want to get to an extra like. You won't do much, but we're getting fed up. I'm getting fed up of seeing a number. So I like another number. Nice one. You're a hero. There you are. Hopefully it'll update in a minute. And I don't have to get micro annoyed by a number. That's alright. So I haven't been doing it much anyway. I got to be careful with my data. So I'm going to have to come off in a minute. So I've done 2 hours. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out how much data that is. Because I got 60 gig for a month. And I need to kind of use it probably 20 days out of that 30. I'm not playing any games anymore. I can't bother. I've tried that. I've had enough of it. Games are shit nowadays. And I've had enough of it. Excuse my language. That's a better number. 2 and 5 equals 7. I never get wound up by that number. So, it's a better number, that is. It's down to you, Joyce. I'm going to have to come off because I'm getting close to 2 hours. So, I want to see how many data it is for 2 hours on here. And see if I'm going to upgrade my phone to get a bit more data use out of it. Woo! I'll see you later, mate. Nice chatting to you, bud. Very nice chatting to you. We had a bit of a window on here of a load of horrible, not nice people coming on. Not horrible, it's not their fault, they're negative. But it's been alright recently, a couple of weeks. Had some nicer chats on here. So I think it's better to not have too many on and just have nice chats. You get some spammers in sometimes and it's a bit hard. I only get that much window to read. It's not easy. But yeah, I'm going to do another 3 minutes. That'd be exactly 2 hours. And I'll see how much data that is. And I can work out because I get 60 gigs per month. So I don't want to be not able to use it because it is my kind of interaction. I'm not going to waste my time with anybody out there anymore. No worries. See you later, Joyce. Have fun. I probably won't be on later because I've used 2 hours today. We're going to figure out what it is in a minute when it uploads. See how much data that is. We're getting rid of the phone. I'm not sure how long my contract is. We're going to have to figure it out. But if they say only got a year left on it, I might upgrade it to unlimited because I get views on here. I get somebody to chat to, which is good for me. I've been on my treadmill sometimes on here. I've washed up because I didn't want to wash up. I was in not in a good mood, not in a good place. I didn't want to wash up. It's helped me wash up. It's helped me go back on a diet. Sometimes you put yourself, what's the right word? And say I'm quitting something, And because I've said it on air, I'll try and do it. Now, if I was just saying it to myself, I could just not one day and not do it and then go start doing it. No one knows. But when you're putting it out there, people know. And it kind of micro puts a bit of pressure on you in the background. You might do an extra couple of days, you know what I mean? You might do a couple of weeks, you know? Well, now I'm at least now a couple of weeks in now of no weed, no THC. At least I'm not keeping track now. So, but if I do it, I'm not going to hate myself. I've got none anyway, so I can't do it. So I made sure I ran out. I completely ran out, so I can't do it. My sleep's improved a little bit since. I wouldn't say my energy has gone up because of my shoulder and my legs and my spleen and whatnot, but I'm doing more now than I did a month ago. So that drug is definitely not good for you, man. It definitely depletes your energy source, you know. That's what I've noticed anyway, just in about 2 to 3 weeks I'm not doing it. First week was a little bit awkward, a little bit of a withdrawal, I'd say. Week 2, started doing a jigsaw, I think. Fixed my 3D printer around about week 1.5. Tried playing a new game, but it become a bit of a drag. I tried to do this jigsaw, but it has become a bit of a drag. But we're still having a go at it. It's still something. It's better than nothing. Anyway, people, it is now getting close to that 2 hour mark, and I really want to see what 2 hours equals on the stream. Maybe I can change the quality as well. I don't know if that's possible on the phone. I gotta go. Whoever's here, sorry I'm leaving you. Many thanks for them thumbs up. It's very kind of you. At least I get to leave on 2 and 5 equals 7. Yay! I don't mind that number. 33 I don't like. 44 I don't like. And 55. Don't like them. And they keep coming up on her. So anyway. Christine. Christ, you got Christ in your name. And you. No worries, mate. Catch you later. Why didn't you tell me your name earlier? Why did you wait to the end? Should have said your name earlier. Christine. Have a good day. I get to finish on number 7, baby. Whoop, whoop. Ciao, Christine. Should have told me your name earlier. I find that strange you said that at the end. See ya. Bye.